Hey guys, so I'm back with a product review. Actually, two product reviews. They kind of go together though. I was at my local Fred Meyer's and I noticed I hadn't heard anything about it, so I don't know if it's like super brand new or what, but the new CoverGirl Outlast Stay Luminous. It's a natural glow foundation. And that got me really excited. So I picked that up, and on the same display stand next to it, they had the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Primer. And I don't know how new this is. I'm assuming it must be fairly new because the packaging says it's new. But I figured they must go hand in hand because they were right next to each other. Same type of packaging too. So yeah, I'm going to kind of, I guess, rate this foundation based on how it wore with their primer, because that's how I've been using it. So I've been applying it and using it for the past 2 days. First of all, let me show you what the primer looks like, okay? Packaging is just like the Ready Set Gorgeous foundation packaging. The primer comes out white, okay? And the primer is not what I expected at all. It is very thin in consistency, very smooth. It's not silicone texture at all, like I would compare it to, it doesn't feel like the Maybelline Baby Skin foundation, so it doesn't have that silicone. It does have like a hint of it, but not, if you hate the texture of silicone, then you might like this a lot. Yeah, just rubbing it on my hand, you can't really notice it, but it just gives my skin a very smooth texture. It kind of helps with the appearance of looking flawless. Would I say it's probably my favorite primer? No, I still feel like the NYX Angel Veil is my favorite primer, and I should have just forgotten about this one and picked that one up to replace my lost one. But yeah, it is a decent primer. I did notice, well, I'll talk more about it with the foundation. So the foundation, same type of packaging as like the 3-in-1 and then the True Blend. So it's got pump. It says, I got it in buff beige. It says, give skin even coverage and natural glow that lasts all day. So it claims to last all day. Now, I wore this all day yesterday. I didn't put a powder on at all, which is something I typically do. I did today. And I have to say, I do like it more with the powder. I noticed, I feel like this has medium coverage. This has about medium coverage, which I was a little disappointed in. I tried to build it up and it did okay. It wasn't as great as like my L'Oreal True Match or my Revlon Color Stay. So if you're looking for a light to medium coverage, this will be fine for you. If you're looking for full, I don't know. I didn't try to build it up a ton. I applied it all over my face, and then I went in and just spot treated. So I just applied it on, like I had a zit here, down here, or whatever. So I just kind of stippled that onto it, and it did cover it pretty good. It's something, if it is a big issue for you though, you will want like a concealer on that. I feel like it does give my skin a nice, you know, kind of dewy finish, natural to dewy finish. With the primer, I felt like it did last fairly well. I feel like I'm very active. I don't ever touch up during the day unless, you know, I'm out with my husband on a date or something like that. But if it's my day-to-day with my child, I don't ever touch up. I'm always rubbing my face. She's always touching my face. So I feel like my makeup really gets tested. And I noticed last night when I went to take off all of my makeup that I did have quite a bit of oil, you know, on my T-zone, on my cheeks right here. And I kind of expected that because I didn't set it with the powder. You know, I just did as is because I wanted to see how it was at the end of the day. And then it lasted pretty well in the middle of my face, but on the sides of my face, I faded a ton. And you know, that's kind of, I ended up taking a nap with my daughter and stuff like that. So I feel like that was kind of from the wear and how my face got rubbed. But for the most part, you know, there was a little bit of small fading and marks and whatever, but most part it's lasted pretty decently, and I feel like that probably had a lot to do with the all-day primer. I didn't do any like crazy tests with this, or I just kind of did my main type of test was applying it yesterday, seeing how it wore, how it looked at the end of the day. Was I like fully sold on it? No. Do I hate it? No. It's my favorite foundation? No. If you're looking for a really good luminous foundation, the L'Oreal Lumi probably is still my favorite. But this is a decent foundation. I do like the 3-in-1 better, I feel like. I think what it boils down to that I was disappointed in the most was the coverage. That's what I was disappointed in. So if you're not needing full coverage, which I find that I like, you know, medium to full coverage and being able to build it up, then this isn't your guy. I do like the way my skin looks, especially in the camera right now. I have a really nice glow, youthful glow. I do like that a lot. It is a decent product. I hate talking about a product, but even today when I was applying my foundation, I don't know if it's like the way I applied it, because I applied it with my makeup brush, but I noticed I had like patchiness. It was right out, like I was powdering, and I'm like, what the heck? It looks like I didn't have very good coverage like right here. So I don't know if that's the way I brushed it. I might have to try it with my beauty sponge and see if maybe it'll apply better with that. But I wasn't like fully impressed with using my foundation brush. So after all my negative comments, what it boils down to is this is light to medium coverage. It does have a beautiful look. It makes me look glowy and youthful. I do appreciate that. With the primer, this guy, I felt like it did last decently. I don't feel like it lasted all day long, but probably about 6 to 7 hours, you know, without needing touch-ups. I definitely do think it needs to be powdered though. It needs to be set because I don't feel like it fully set even after wearing it. You know, like I tried to let it set. I put it on first and then I did my eye makeup, which isn't my typical routine, but I wanted to give it a chance to set before I did my blush and bronzer. And still, after I gave it that extra time, it didn't set. So that was kind of a bummer. So you'll definitely want to use a setting powder. Do I give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I give it like a, that's kind of what I'm going for right now. It's like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. It's like, it's a product that I'm going to use up and I'm not going to hate using it, but once I finish it, I'm not going to repurchase it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. I do like the primer. I think I'll enjoy using this primer. I don't love it as much as my NYX Angel Veil. I feel like the Angel Veil makes my skin look more flawless, but for lasting power, I think this did a good job. So yeah, I hope my review was helpful. Give me a thumbs up and please don't forget to subscribe, and also follow me on my links down below on Twitter and Instagram. I'd love to connect with you guys, and I will see you guys later. Bye.